You know, I think Raid Week is the best week of MCOC because the other 3 weeks are Alliance Quest, and yeah, that's just not good, right? Alliance Quest is soul-sucking, it's heart-snatching, it's just not a good game mode. However, Alliance raids are, and I think that with the new improvements to Alliance raids, with the rewards especially, this just got a whole lot better. So, why else did it get better? Here is one big reason. Mole Man, right here. He is now an Alliance raid character, so I love this game mode now so much because I get to play with Mole Man. And another question that I'm probably having right now is, why are you using the 6-star when you spent a lot of money to get the 7-star rank 3? And that's a great question, and here's my answer. So Alliance raids, as good as it is, has one flaw, and it's the flaw, or like, it's the fact that you can't use like your Alliance raid character in like any other game mode, so you have to just like make sure that it's a champion that won't be used in like Alliance War or questing, and my rank 3 Mole Man is my go-to guy, so I couldn't just, you know, put him in raids because Alliance War starts up soon, and by the way, videos for that they're gonna be like on my channel, of course, so yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. So I don't know why I sound like this. I sound so different, I bet. It's just because it's like pretty late at night and I'm kind of tired, so I probably do sound a bit different. But yeah, here's the new raid bosses. We have Guardian, we have Thor Ragnarok, and we have also Medusa, and the final boss is Mcoc. So I don't have any Mcoc gameplay in this video, but the other 3 I do have. So Guardian here, you want to just alternate your basic attacks. There's going to be like this I guess like this prompt, right? And it's like either do 4 medium attacks or do 5 light attacks. So like whenever you complete it, you get a roll charge thing or whatever it's called. Then you get to just do the opposite, or like you do even the same one. It just like, it's random. So yeah, this Guardian isn't too hard. He is a bit annoying for Mole Man since Mole Man is a bleed character and Guardian has major bleed res. Additionally, Guardian is all energy damage and Mole Man is very vulnerable to energy damage. So yeah, he is not the ideal option for this Guardian fight, obviously. However, he also is okay for it. He works for it, and it's good that he works for it because he is really good for the other 2 fights, which are Medusa and Thor Ragnarok. So this one is going pretty well. It's like pretty, once you get into the rhythm, it's kind of just a bit repetitive. You do your basic hits, you do your damage, and then that's really it. But like the damage output is really nice, obviously, like 230,000 mediums, a nice SP2 right here. What does it do? It does about 600,000 damage. That's Alliance raids for you. And another quick note here, actually I'll do it on the second fight because this one is over, and yeah, we hit the damage cap, which is always what you want. But before we get started with like the other fight, here is my first ever Alliance Raids crystal. Well, my first Valiant one anyway. So they upgraded the rewards for like the ranked rewards and also the like chest rewards as well if you're Valiant. So yeah, the Valiant crystals, they are, well, you're about to see, they look promising, right? And my first crystal here, hopefully it's something good, maybe like some Titan shards, some 7-star shards, and we get half of a 7-star crystal. Now before, this was like 1.5 thousand, so it's a major upgrade. I will easily take this, and it gives me enough for a 7-star crystal actually. So yeah, get ready for this because I want a good 7-star. Who doesn't, right? I want to see Spider-Ham, Kindred, Spot Awakening even. He's still pretty fun to play. But that Kindred is by far my #1 pool, so please just let me see that dupe. There are some pretty good champions. There is Kindred, please come back. There was Spot, and we get Rocket Raccoon, who is a fine champion. I think he's honestly still really fun to play, but he just needs Sig 1, and I have too many SIGs already because he's SIG 40 now, so that is whatever. Not the best pull out there, of course, but it's fine. But now we have this Thor Ragnarok fight, and this guy, what you want to do is, what do you want to do? Oh, he has the Thanos saith, like, what is it, buff. So it's the same thing as the Thanos fight from last raid. Whenever you finish a prompt, you get a new one, and it's either knock me down, do a light attack while they're not stunned, or dodge him. Now, the dodge one's a bit annoying for this Thor Ragnarok, because with Thanos, it was a whole lot better since you could like dodge his SP1 pretty easily, but like you need to have a good spacing for this one, so it's like, it's not as fun, it's not as like easy, but it's a dodge. You can just dodge his like basic attacks. It's really no big deal. But yeah, here we have just, you know, Mole Man doing Mole Man things. The cool part about Mole Man is whenever like a timer, or like you see that one timer there, whenever it expires, it gives Thor Ragnarok a Fury and a Pierce, so he will start hitting very, very hard very soon. However, with Mole Man, if he hits hard and he does damage to you, that only makes Mole Man stronger because it gives him more critical damage rating, so he really starts to pop off like in the later end of this fight. So yeah, he's really, really good for raids because I feel like he's a very safe champion. And I mean, besides the Guardian fight is a bit like, it's a bit for Mole Man since he has energy damage, so he does a lot of damage to Mole Man. However, for like these Thor Ragnarok fights, for the Medusa fight, he's going to be really good because he is just really safe character, and if you get hit, you have a whole lot of damage to back you up. So yeah, I think Mole Man is a fantastic raid champion. Here I dropped the SP1 to get rid of the power gain. Oh yeah, by the way, Thor Ragnarok still has the auto block and the power gain, which is kind of annoying, but with the right champion like Mole Man, for example, it's really not big. It's not a big issue. But yeah, we're almost done here. Like, he is kind of melting at this point, but then something really funny happens here. So we're gonna knock him down, and he's gonna go down to like the damage cap, right? And what happens after is honestly really, really funny. So yeah, we dropped the SP2, 633,000 damage, by the way. And yeah, here he hits a damage cap, but look what happens. So with Thor Ragnarok here, his SP3, funny enough, doesn't one-shot you, and here's why. Thor Ragnarok, in his base kit, his SP3 has a damage cap of 20% of the opponent's health. So yeah, he cannot one-shot you, which is really funny since he's a raid boss and they should one-shot you with the SP3s, but Thor Ragnarok, he doesn't. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let him one-shot me. I'm gonna let this time out because I want Mole Man to survive. So yeah, I'm not letting him finish me off. So that was the game plan. Just stall, and then yeah, just keep on stalling, and there's 3 seconds left. Please don't hit me. He doesn't, or he whiffs anyway, and yeah, we time out because Thor Ragnarok cannot one-shot you with the SP3. That is so funny how like out of all the raid bosses they pick Thor Ragnarok who can't one-shot you. But yeah, now we have this Valiant crystal again. Hopefully it's like something good, obviously, like maybe Titan shards or even some Valiant crystals for fun. But here we pop it, and yeah, we get some more 7-star shards, but a bit less than usual. So like that's okay, I'll take more 7-star shards. I want Titan shards though, and like the Valiant crystals, that's good value. Like you get 2,000 units worth of crystals for doing a raid fight, which is honestly, it's good stuff, right? But now we have this Medusa fight. So this one, it's a pretty interesting one. So it's like the same as the Maestro one, where like you want to counter her heavy attack with your any attack, and you want to counter her special attacks as well. So yeah, it's the same thing as the Maestro fight from last raids. And now that I think about it, I don't know if I'm like a fan of having these regular characters as raid bosses, because in the last raids, it was special. Like, you had Thanos, Maestro, and Kang as the raid bosses. Yeah, it was them, right? Yeah, it was them. Those are, like, really important story characters, right? Like, they're, like, story bosses. They are really, really important. But now you have, like, Medusa, Thor Ragnarok, and Guardian. Like, they're cool characters, obviously, but, like, I wish it was just like cooler characters, like maybe the Overseer, Gallon, and like some others. And maybe one day they make like an exclusive raid character, like let's say Galactus. Like Gallon, he's cool, but Galactus, like the actual one, would be kind of crazy as like a raid boss, and like only that, so he's not playable at all. It is just Galactus right there. That's what I want to see. Like, you know, it's cool having like characters already in the game as raid bosses, obviously, but it's just a fever dream, I guess, or like a pipe dream. But yeah, here we can just go back in, drop the SP2, and it's the usual stuff. It's Mole Man doing how much damage? 623,000. So yeah, it's just, we're chilling, man. This is way too easy for him. He's not like the fastest. Like, I know some characters can do like the damage cap in like a minute and a bit. He takes around 2 minutes, but like maybe my rank 3 Mole Man can do it in under 2 minutes. I wouldn't know since I can't use him here since, you know, they're locked into alliance raids and I have to use him like other places. But maybe one day when like Alliance Wars on off season. But yeah, here I dropped the SP2 and the damage output is good, to no one's surprise, and this one is going to be over kind of soon. By the way, Medusa here gets the inexorable passive every so often, and it means she can't, like, you know, she can't be knocked back. So it's kind of, it's interesting, to be honest. Like, it's a new, like, only Serpent hasn't, which is kind of cool, but I don't want to see it anymore, like anywhere else, because it's super annoying because like you just can't knock her down, or like knock her back, sorry. So it is pretty frustrating, like I imagine. But here I dropped the SP2, and that was a lot of damage, and that's the final raid boss, and here is the final raid crystal. Hopefully we get something good here. I'm gonna spin it because spinning did more favors for me. Like, I just want to get something good. Titan shards, Valiant crystals, maybe like a full 7-star crystal even. Let's see what we get here though, and we're gonna land on, we get tier 6 selectors, which is, it's like better than the regular. Like, it used to be like random, which is not as good, obviously. So yeah, I'll take the selectors. That does help me quite a ton, actually. So yeah, I am happy with this. I'm glad it wasn't just like 3 selectors though, that'd be kind of annoying. But yeah, here I go for tech because I need some tech catalysts. And yeah, raids is fun. I think it's still fun. I think it's 1,000 times better than Alliance Quest, so as long as it exists, I am satisfied. But let me know your thoughts on the new Alliance raids, and yeah, that's about it for me.